Hey everybody, Matt here with Shaving the Day, and I'm going to do a quick live shave. This will be my first one on Instagram in this format by myself anyway. Wanted to do one for a while, so going to go ahead and give it a try. Shouldn't take too long, just going to do a quick one. And, hey Scott, how are you? Just doing a quick live shave here. This is my first one by myself, so we'll see how it goes. Not expecting a whole lot. Don't know how many people are going to join. It's kind of a weird time of the day probably for a lot of people, but appreciate you stopping in. I'm going to be using Stirling's Tsuka today. Really nice scent. Haven't used it in a while, so it's a good one. Hey Julius, how's it going? Gonna be lathering with my Captain's Choice copper bowl here. Just scooped out some soap on this little scooper here. I always like to just press it into that middle ring on the bottom, smooth it out, kind of like that. And I am going to be lathering up with my Sawdust Creations brush. Here, this was sent to me by Brian Foley. Super nice gift. One of the coolest brushes in my collection. Some really cool colors on that. You got Sterling Creamy Coconut. Oh, I've smelled that. It smells amazing. That is one that I don't have in my den that I definitely would like to at some point. So that's a great scent. I've got coconut lime, but I don't have the creamy coconut. Hey Vincenzo. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Like I said, this is my first one by myself, and it is kind of a weird time of the day, so not expecting too many people to stop in, but maybe some more will watch it after it's done. Back now for a limited time. Coconut tropical scents are my favorite. Yeah, I really love tropical scents, and anything with coconut in it is just really nice. Yeah, I don't blame you for those being your favorite, because I really enjoy them too, especially with the warmer weather. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start lathering up here. Yeah, that's the hard thing too, when you smell a sample of something that you really like. You're just like, I want that right now, right away. Hey, Go Cow, appreciate you wanting to be in this live, but I'm just gonna do it by myself for right now. Thank you for the request though. Greetings from Turkey to you as well, or greetings from the United States to you. Hope all is going well for you in Turkey. Starting to get some nice lather up in there. This brush has a really nice synthetic knot on it that I enjoy a lot. And this is by far the best lather bowl that I have. All right, sorry about that. Was getting a lot of requests from him to join the live. He was kind of spamming that button. think I've accumulated roughly 10 soaps in a matter of a few months. I can see why some guys have so many. In hindsight, I wish I just bought unscented soaps in my favorite bases and just stocked up. Yeah, I've thought about that too. A lot of the soaps in my collection have been sent to me, thankfully, so I haven't invested too much into soaps. But going the unscented soap route and using Aftershave is not a bad way to go, because then you can just really use whatever you want, and you're not gonna have to hoard a bunch of soap, so that makes sense. I think quite a few people have started doing that. Hey, GoCall, if you could stop requesting to be in the live, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just doing it by myself this time, and when you keep sending that request, it's kind of blocking out my feed. Alright, man, I don't know if you can hear me or if you know what I said, but I'm gonna have to kick you out if you don't stop, because it is starting to bug me. Don't want to have to do that. Alright, sorry for that pause, guys. I just kicked him out because it just honestly was starting to bug me. Not sure if he even heard me, but he just kept spamming that button, so. What is your favorite artisan, Scott? If you're still in here, I'm curious. Alright, I think we're pretty much good to go. Got some really nice lather whipped up in here. Just gonna wet my face really quick. Yeah, it's a tough question, isn't it? Man, this smells good. If you haven't heard of Tsuka or smelled it, it is a dupe of Hanai Mori by Issey Miyake, I believe. And it's been described as a great everyday scent that you could wear to the office if you work in an office, but it's got like some sweet notes of chocolate, and it's kind of like a woody oriental type scent too, so it's really nice. And it's not too heavy for warmer weather either. Apologize if you hear that background noise. There's a lot of lawn companies in the neighborhood that are cutting some grass. That's a fair point. Yeah, I really enjoy a lot of the scents from PAA, but I don't have too many of them myself. I've just tried some samples, but there's a few on my list that I definitely wouldn't mind getting. I've heard great things about Murphy and McNeil, I don't have any of their soaps. And I haven't tried any either, but I've heard really nice things. Barrister and Mann's great. I probably have to agree as a whole that Stirling is an artisan that I really appreciate, and the vast majority of my soaps are Stirling. If that tells you anything, but there's a lot of artisans that I haven't tried yet that I really hope to get around to trying some of their stuff and supporting them. I have not tried any of their bath soaps or shampoo bars, but I've heard those are really good too. I'm going to be using the Rockwell 6S on the R3 plate. Don't have very much growth, so that should be a good setting. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Really enjoy the Rockwell 6S, and I definitely don't use it as much as I probably should because it's always super smooth. Really want to try Ariana and Evans. Yeah, Ariana and Evans is great. I've only tried a couple of their soaps. My favorite one that I have is Which One's Pink, which is another kind of woody oriental scent. My wife really likes that one too. Their soap base is great. And there's a lot of their scents as well that I would love to try. They've got that Pedro Fiascos line too. That's a little bit more reasonably priced, so it's a nice offering that they have too. When I'm in a situation where I'm able to spend a bit more on shaving stuff, then I'll probably check them out more too. Hey, glad to hear you're doing well. I'm doing really well too. Thanks for asking. Their new Ultima series looks luxurious. Yes, it does. And I'm seeing a lot of posts about their limoncello soap and splash that just, I love lemon scented things and lemon flavored things, and that one just sounds amazing to me. I've heard really good things about it. And that's a really nice offer to send some samples to him. Good on you for that. I just find I have a hard time cutting myself with the 6S, which is really nice because with a lot of my other razors, I cut myself all the time. It's a really good autopilot razor where you don't have to think too much. Hey Chris, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. And what software am I using today? I'm using Stirling's Tsuka soap and aftershave. They had a limited release for Black Friday in July last year. I picked it up and it's a nice one that I haven't used in a while. Glad to hear you're doing well, Chris. I'm doing well too, thanks. Just gonna rinse off really quick. Yeah, bowl lather question. Let's hear it, Scott. I think Scott was the only one in here when I said this, but this is my first live that I've done by myself. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. And hopefully you enjoy. Just doing a quick shave here. Using the Captain's Choice bowl, if you guys didn't catch that, and the Rockwell 6S. Appreciate it. Yeah, this lather turned out pretty good today. I don't always get it on point, but with this brush and this bowl, it makes it a lot easier. Hey Scott, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. I have an HC&C stainless bowl and a ceramic bowl. Notice the ceramic puts more air into the lather compared to the HC&C. Is there a benefit of that? I guess it really depends on what kind of consistency you like your lather to be. Some people prefer more air so that there's more cushion, but some people prefer a more dense, low structure lather. So it's really personal preference. But for me, I like to have less air in it if possible. I just like to add a little bit of water at a time. And you know, you can always add more, but once you add too much, it's hard to fix it. So for me, I prefer a denser, more low structure lather. But I'll shave with anything really. You know, I'm not too particular. If I screw it up and it's not exactly the way that I like it, I'll shave with it no matter what. I think with bowl lathering, you can control the water really well. A lot of people use like little teaspoons or even like droppers to add their water in just a little bit at a time. So that's why I particularly like to bowl lather. I also get brush burn pretty often if I face lather, especially with like an animal hair brush or a boar brush. So I don't normally do that. I just find I have an easier time getting the lather the way I want it with a bowl. Yeah, okay, you're a dome shaver, yeah. So I can see why you would want a more dense lather for that. That makes sense. Yep, that yogurt consistency is kind of what I strive to get. But I'm by no means the best latherer. There's some people that just get it on point every time. It's not me, but that's okay. I do have sensitive skin, especially on my neck, so I prefer to have a little bit more of a cushiony lather to prevent some of that irritation. Yeah, a lot of people soak their bowl in hot water. And you get a little bit of a nice warm shave too, which is nice. I like using a scuttle from time to time. Oh yeah, I am CDB. His lather is always perfect. He's got it down to a science. But this Captain's Choice copper bowl heats up so quick, and it really retains heat well, so it's just really nice. Pegleg's waiting for me to do a dome shave. Oh man. That would not be a good look for me. I'm just picturing it now. If I start to lose my hair at some point, I'll do it because In my opinion, it's not worth trying to hold on to not enough hair, and you just gotta embrace the look at that point. And some people honestly look really nice bald. Some people look better bald than with hair. Just kind of depends on the shape of your head, and you just gotta kind of own it too. But if I did that now, I don't know if my wife would ever forgive me for that. No, I'm just kidding. She definitely would, but she would hate it. I know she would. And I wouldn't be a big fan either. I'm always impressed when people shave their heads with a safety razor. Make it look so easy, and I'm sure it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the copper bowl. It's really nice looking. And as far as the function, those ridges at the bottom just create a much better lather than any other bowl I have. It is well worth getting if you're considering it and on the fence. I've heard great things about the HC&C steel bowl too. Lost your hair so your scalp put up a vacancy sign. That's funny. That's a good way to think about it. Always impressed with how well you managed to shave your head, Peg Leg. Use a leaf on your head and thorn for first pass and regular leaf. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it because then you don't have to think as much, in the head being able to flex to whatever angle, like a normal cartridge razor, is a big plus. I definitely want to pick up a leaf at some point and try it out. I think my wife would really enjoy using a leaf to shave her legs too, but I have tried to get her into wet shaving her legs and have been unsuccessful so far, so maybe a leaf would be something that would help with that. Because we go through those disposable cartridge razors so quickly too. I always cut up my Adam's apple, and you know what, it's been a little while since I have, but that area just always gets me. I hate it. Something new about Stirling Aftershave too. Didn't realize until my last order that the menthol option actually changes the scent a little. Oh yeah. Yeah, my very first artisan soap that I got was Haverford by Stirling, and I didn't realize that too. So I went with the menthol added to it, and it still smells great, but I didn't realize that it slightly changes the scent. So yeah, probably wouldn't do that again unless I wanted like a menthol scent. Like a lot of their citrus scents are like glacial or have menthol. That would be fine. Like the orange chill, lemon chill, that kind of stuff. Margaritas in the Arctic, but a scent that, you know, doesn't pair as well with menthol, I wouldn't do that again. Hey Nikki, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I've never tried any of their glacials, and strong menthol is not friendly to my face. I like how it feels, but it turns my skin super red if I get it, the splash or the soap too close to my eyes, then I just can't stop blinking. So I definitely bet their glacials are just really intense. Man, I always get soap in my ear, and I hate that. Because it seems like even when I rinse it out right away, sometimes I'll get like an ear pimple in there. Very annoying. In my ear and up my nose, I always get soap in both of those areas. Pretty nice shave with the Rockwell 6S. Like I said, my Adam's apple is always my trouble area. You can see there's kind of cut up a little bit. But really enjoyed that scent. Tsuka from Stirling, if you are stopping in after I talked about it. I'm gonna throw on some of the splash. I really like these like Black Friday offerings in the smaller tub with the smaller bottle of splash too, because I don't need a full-size tub for a lot of scents. I have enough of them that if all that was offered by artisans were smaller sizes, I'd be happy with that, because you can always pick up more when you run out, but then you're not kind of overdoing it and stockpiling. Messaged Rod about a certain scented aftershave, gave me more of a warning burn than their other scents. Some scents have more alcohol. I guess that would make sense depending on what the ingredients are, to get the blend correct. So that could be. I wonder if that particular scent that you're talking about had some cinnamon or clove or something like that. Some spices really, really light up my face. Anything with either of those is like an extra burn. Coconut lime does that for me too, like you just said. That's a little bit of an extra burn, but I don't mind that one. But anything with cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, lights my face up like a Christmas tree. So yeah, sometimes scents just are a little bit more intense in that way, but I don't mind that. I'll still use them no matter what, because it'll go away after a little bit. I did nick myself in the chin right there too. Yeah, I love Stirling's aftershaves. They definitely have a really nice toning effect. Skin feels super tight, like a drum afterwards, which I like. Sometimes I'll use witch hazel too, and that will help with that. PAA Coconut Bay with lime, star jellies, insane burn. Yeah, I bet it's the bay leaf in that. I'm sure that's probably what it is. I could see that being more intense too. That's a scent that I've wanted to check out for a while. Yeah, and of course it's got other spices in it too. But I don't mind it. I do like a nice quenching burn after a shave. But sometimes using a splash that just has witch hazel or aloe or whatever is nice. An alcohol-free splash. You know what, I might use a little bit of Illume on that little weeper there. I've got this Illume stick and I dropped it. So of course the actual Illume broke out of the bottom here. So, but it's actually nice because then you can take it and maneuver it in any direction. Just gonna throw a little bit on there. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Kind of at the tail end of just a quick live shave that I'm doing. Appreciate that, Scott. Thank you. This is my first live that I've done by myself, so I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I'm sure I'll be doing more, just kind of whenever I feel up to it. But I enjoy the format, and it's nice to be able to connect with people, right in the moment, rather than just replying to YouTube comments or whatever it may be. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in and throwing some comments in there, and I'd be happy to do it again sometime. When would be a good time for the few of you that are in here? When would you normally be more available to watch a live shave? Because I understand this is kind of in the middle of the day and a weird time. Everybody's work and life schedules are different, so I could see myself doing more of them in the evening, but I'm curious when you guys mostly have availability, just for future reference. Nice, doing a full dome and face shave tomorrow. Yeah, I can't shave every day normally. My face just can't handle it, especially my neck. I'd have super sensitive skin on my neck. So sometimes I'll do it if I really need to, but I usually go every other day as far as shaving. I work second shifts. Okay. Well, I'm pretty flexible over the summer anyway, so I might do them at different times and see what works out. But I hope to catch you guys in some future ones, regardless of what time that they're at. But I really appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it because, like I said, I'm new to this format and not the most comfortable with it. So it's good to get my feet wet, and I hope to engage with some other people on a group live at some point too. So if anyone's interested in that, I would be more than happy to welcome you on, and we can kind of hang out and shoot the breeze and see how it goes. So yeah, thanks guys. Hope you all have a great day.